Hi, welcome back. So we've covered quite a lot now on this Facebook course, and there are a few other things that we still need to go through. And the first one we'll look at is commenting on posts in groups or on your friend's post. So if we just scroll down and let's have a look. Say if I wanted to comment on this particular post here at the bottom, you can see down here, right at the bottom of the comments, there's my profile picture just there, and then it says write a comment here. So if I was to tap in there, and it will just load up, and then you can see the cursor's just flashing where it says write a comment. I don't know if you can see that, it's just disappeared, but just there the cursor's flashing, because you always want the cursor where you want to type. It's just showing the camera there in case that we want to take a photo to add, which I won't need to do. So if I was to just type something in, as soon as I start typing, obviously I won't post this, but as soon as I start typing, you can see on the right hand side, down at the bottom, next to the end of the comments, there's a blue arrow, and that blue arrow means it will, once you tap that, you will post that comment onto the Facebook page. So that's how you do a general comment on a post. The other option that you've got, let me just rub that out and get rid of that. I'll just tap somewhere else. Use the back button. So the other option you've got is that you can reply to somebody else's comment if you want to, if your friends put something on or somebody's commented and you want to just reply to that person, everybody else will still see the comment, but it will tag that person so they know that you've replied to them. So it sort of creates a second conversation really on the post. So if we look here, let's have a look on this particular post here. You can see underneath this, we've got the option of replying to this person or liking their comment as well. So let's just bring up this post here. So somebody's talking about some old photos in Crossgates. So this person has asked a question about, does anybody remember this sweet shop? So say if you wanted to reply, firstly you could have a look at what this person's replied, Bramble Lister. So if we tap on, we'll get into that separate conversation, and you can see that it's set in a little bit, this reply. It's set in from there. That's because it's a reply to his comment. And if we wanted to continue this separate conversation that's going on, we could just tap on the reply under the first person, or well, whichever comment we want to reply to. We can just tap on reply there. And you can see what's happened. It's brought that person's name up, so it will tag that person so they will see the comment, because they won't always see that you've actually just replied to their comment unless you reply directly and it tags their name in. If I was just to reply to his comment at the end of the thread and answer his question, he's not really going to know that I've actually replied to what he's actually talking about. So this is where you need to reply direct to the person if you want to do that. Or the comments at the end on the thread would be just general comments going all the way down. But you can see on a thread like this, all the main comments are here, and then where it's set in, where comments are set in like this, because they're not right at the edge, you can see that they're set in a little bit. These are all replies to people's posts. So again here, this person's put a photo on and these two have replied to that photo. And again, these are main comments. This one here, it says view 2 replies. So people have replied to her comment. So you could tap on view replies and have a look at the conversation that she's created separately, because you can't see all these replies on the main post. So that's what to look at on group posts, and that's how it works with commenting and replying. You will also find that people will like your posts. There's no real advantage to that. You're just saying that you like what they've put. If I was to just tap on like there, you can see it turns to blue, and that's where you get the number of likes, just showing on the right hand side here, and it just shows how many people have liked a post. You will also see that on main posts in general. Quite often on your friends' posts, people will like posts, and I quite often do that to my friends' post. If I don't comment, I usually click on like, and you can see there it just shows how many people have liked that post, how many people have commented, and the share, one person shared it. The share option is there. People do share posts. You can't always share a post from a group because, as I said before, content in a group is private. So if I was to share that onto my timeline, it's going to say content unavailable because this post is in a private group. I could share something from a friend, however, only other people who were friends of that friend would see it, and so not everybody's going to see that post. They have to be a friend of that friend to see it if you share it. Sponsored posts and adverts like this one, if I were to share this, for example, a sponsored post, all of my friends would see that. And that's the same with a business post, a business page. So if I was to go into an actual page, for example, our page, Crossgate's Good Neighbours page, and if I was to share a post from our page, all of my friends would see it, because a business page is public and anybody can share posts from a business page, and all your friends would see that post. So that's just something to be aware of. If you share something, it may, depending on where it's come from and the privacy settings, you may or may not be able to share that post. So yeah, down on our page here, we've got a share button there, so that would allow me to share that post. So that's a few tips for you there around commenting and sharing. The other option you do have around posting on Facebook, you can see up here, you've got a drop down arrow, and if I was to create a post that's telling me this post is going to be shared just with friends, if I tap on that arrow, I've got different options. If it says public, then that post could be seen anywhere on Facebook. Friends could share it anywhere. So if yours is saying public, you need to consider that, and if you want it to be just your friends that see what you post, or if you're happy for anybody to see it, because if your friends share your post, other people will see it. If your friend was to share your post and it was just set to friends, only your friends could see that post. So if you're concerned about privacy, I'll do a separate video on that and security, because there are things that you can put in place to control who sees what on Facebook. But yeah, it's just to be aware as you learn more about Facebook that you do have these options about who can see what you post on here. So have a look at those features. If you've never commented before, next time one of your friends puts a comment on, or maybe on a page, or even go to our Crossgate's Good Neighbours page and just put a comment on instead of liking, and just have a practice of that. Okay, I'll leave you with that for now, and we'll continue on in the next video.